Staff, Jim, we're kind of up on the concourse here now. Got a great view of the action. The Apaches lead Bossier 44-30, trying to even their record in Region 14 men's basketball. Last year, the region had 3 teams in the final 8 at the national tournament in Hutch. Had a great season. It's a great league. Tyler will be at Angelina on Saturday. Be here against Kilgore next Wednesday night. The Apache ladies will host Paris on Saturday afternoon here on the team before we pick up the NFL playoff action. Bossier with the ball to start the second half. Montgomery, their leading scorer at the top of the circle, gets the ball to Drew Cooper. Cooper looks left back to Montgomery on the left wing. They go right to left on your device. Cooper with the ball. They set a screen for him. Montgomery will drive inside into traffic and tries to shoot over Hill, who just takes it, just picked it right out of his hand. He got inside, and Hill just took it away from him. Great job by Josiah Hill, and he did it without fouling him. And at midcourt, the Apaches' Chris Awayo will get it across the timeline. Great start defensively for the Apaches. They go right side for Aleem, who had a big first half for Tyler. Up top, the ball inside, knocked away, but retrieved by Caden Bell, and he takes it to the rack and lays it home off the glass. Tyler back out to a 16-point lead. And again, defensively, they've had a nice night tonight. With the ball, number 5, Dustin Welch with it. Welch on the left wing gets it to Lewis. Saquon Lewis starts a drive in traffic, double-teamed. Got airborne and had to get rid of it to Cooper. Cooper will pull up beyond the arc, and he will drop that one home from the left wing. Nice job by Cooper, a 37% three-pointer, three-point shooter, makes it a 13-point game. Apaches going left to right, bring it across. They wear their home unis, the white with the gold and black trim, the gold numerals. Xander Frazier, top of the circle. To Bell on the left wing. Back out to Frazier, playing the point here, right baseline, dribble drive, pass inside for Hill, who dunks it with a foul. With gusto, Hill flushes that dunk, and he will go to the line. 48-33 Tyler. And that'll be the first of the half, and that is on Montgomery, and that's his 3rd foul. Tony Montgomery with 3 fouls, and Hill with 6 points in the game, and a big thunder dunk for the redshirt sophomore from Mansfield, Texas. Free throw added to it. He's got 7 in the game, and the Apaches back out to a 16-point lead. We're not quite 2 minutes into the second half of this game. Across the timeline, Lewis with the ball. 2-hand pass to the wing. Back out to Montgomery. Left free throw line extended. Right-hand dribble. Montgomery gives it up to Welch. Montgomery with it at the top, splits the D, pulls up left of the lane, then a pass back out on the wing, and an open jumper from 16 left short by Lewis. They get the rebound. Lewis gets it back, tries another layup, misses, and then a tie ball after that between Lewis and an Apache, and the possession error gives it right back to Tyler. So good hustle defensively, and Tyler playing well defensively so far here in the second half. We're about 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second half of this game as the Apaches try to get the win. Disappointing effort or end to the Coastal Bend game on Saturday. They were beaten on a 3 at the buzzer. Right side feed, Awayu back out top on the wing. They get it back inside on an alley-oop, and Hill, another dunk. Josiah Hill, 2-hand jam, Tyler by 18. 51-33, the Apaches' largest lead of the night, and the rim still rattles. So the Apaches bust half 100. Here's Montgomery inside. Montgomery caught in the lane, not able to shoot. They kick it around the perimeter to the right baseline, and a 3 by Lamori on the way, and he hits his 2nd of the night. Mazim Lamori showing a little oomph down there with that 3 ball from the corner. Nothing but net, 51-36. Under 17 minutes to go. Here's a head fake drive, and another one inside the Hill. Floats it up by Ueyu, and Josiah Hill does it for the 3rd time in the half. How about that? So TJC has grown the lead back out to a 53-36 ball game. Their largest has been 18. Into the corner, Welch starts a drive, pulls up left of the lane, and he knocks one down. Good job by Welch, as he got an Apache airborne in that time and took advantage of that. 53-38. Tyler's lead is 15. Just about 4 minutes into the second half, not quite there yet. The Apaches double digits, and they've had a double-digit lead from about the 5-minute mark left in the first half. maybe the 8-minute mark. Let's call it that. I'd have to go back and check. And they've got a nice lead here now as they get it inside to Hill again. And this time he lays it home. He has 9 of his 13 here in the second half and will go to the line as he got pushed from behind that time by Lamori. So Josiah Hill having himself a night. 9 of his 13 here in the second half already, including 3 dunks. And the big kid from Mansfield with the opportunity to give the TJC Apaches a 56-38 lead, which he does. So Josiah Hill putting on a show right now. 56-38, the Apaches lead Bossier by 18. Top of the circle, Welch. Welch to Lamori into the far corner. Not able to put up the shot. Montgomery doesn't mind trying from 20, but he misses. And there to clear is TJC's Josiah Hill up the near side. This will be Aleem. Aleem kick it back out to Aweo, to Frazier. Aweo sets the point between the circles. Right hand. Pass over to Frazier. Into the corner. One dribble and back out to Frazier. Lobs it inside again. And they're having their way. That's Aleem with the alley-oop dunk. Man, they just keep going inside, and they're leaving the door wide open for those. 4 alley-oops so far here in the second half. Tyler by 20. Welch back out around the perimeter. Pass for Montgomery. Tipped by an Apache and tipped out of bounds. Pretty impressive game, and with 15:08 to go, there's a timeout on the floor. The Apaches by 20. 58-38 over Bossier Parish. We're back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM the team.
Our business program is the foundations that you're going to need for a bachelor's program when you transfer.
Got my associates at TJC. I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in accounting, and I currently work in a public accounting firm in Tyler, Texas.
Human resources,
accounting,
marketing,
financial literacy.
We'll have some speakers and some networking opportunities for students.
It's going to give you a competitive advantage to be able to speak the language of business.
I feel like business is everywhere, whether that be in Tyler or anywhere around the world. And I felt like I wanted to be a part of that.
We have smaller class sizes.
The human aspect is always going to be there.
By 20. Oops, my bad. $15:08 to go. Tyler leads at 58-38. Here at WAG over Bossier Parish. Unofficially, we have them at 59% from the field. 23 of 39, including 5 second-half dunks so far. They have really played the inside game well. They chase Montgomery at midcourt. Montgomery to Lamori. He'll try a pass into the near corner. Got a man open, but they blow it dead before that. And I think Lamori may have stepped on the out-of-bound line over there. So the Apaches force another turnover. And with 14:54 to go, Bossier's going to try a little bit of everything here. They're going to try a full-court press here, at least off the inbound, as the Apaches prepare to inbound the ball. And there's an immediate foul called, a reach-in called against Bossier as they chase Chris Aweo. And I think that might have been Jaden Norbert who is called for his second and their third. Tyler in this game has only 2 so far. And the Apaches will inbound again, and they do in the backcourt. Hand the ball back to an Apache, and they'll bring it across the timeline. TJC by 20. Shovel pass on the wing. Chris with the ball. Chris working at the top. There was contact, no foul. Uwale will take it inside anyway. His layup no good, and they wave it off, and I think they're going to call him with a charging foul. So they call Chris after he got bumped. They called Aweo with a foul after all of that. And they give it right back. 58-38, 5.5 minutes into the second half of this game. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery double teamed. They get it into the corner, and stepping out of bounds that time. Was he pushed? Apparently they're going to call a foul on the Apaches, a blocking foul on Tyler. So they're trying to run some make goods here as Xander Frazier's called for a blocking foul. That'll be Tyler's second. And with 14:27 to go, Bossier will inbound. As Norbert will inbound the ball to the near corner and finds Drew Cooper. Cooper to the top. Back over on the wing to Montgomery. They come out to pick him up. Tyler playing mostly zone, but they have really shadowed Montgomery, and they just blocked him. Aleem just put it right back in his face that time, and there's a scramble for it, and the ball is loose out of bounds, and I think it may belong to Bossier. But what a play that time by Fareed Aleem. Montgomery went up, and Aleem put it right back on him. But after all that scrambling, again, the officials have let a lot of physicality happen in this game tonight. They're talking something over right now, discussing whose ball it is, and I guess it's going to belong to Bossier. But what an outstanding defensive play by Aleem, who's had himself a nice night. But the star of the second half right now is Josiah Hill. And at the baseline, here's a turnaround jumper after the ball's inbounded and a miss by Welch, and Tyler rebounds. And walking it up this time, taking his time, Awayu with it, stands on the Tyler logo, now gives it back to his all-conference guard buddy, Caden Bell. Bell, dribble drive to the left, spin move, one-hand floater in the lane, missed it. Just to the left of the free throw line. And Adonis Calavros will bring it up. He tries to pass it to Montgomery, and the ball's out of bounds off Bossier as they turn it over. 58-38, Tyler by 20. And the Apaches are going to make a few substitutions, bring in some new blood into the game, try to keep some fresh players out there. Looks like Obi is into the ball game for Tyler. Among others, the Apaches make some substitutions, and got to check some of these numbers. A little bit hard to read up here. The coloring on these jerseys has made this old man need binoculars at a basketball game. Here's a pass to Obi, and Obi tries to shovel it across the lane, make that Frazier. Frazier and Obi both had, and they were fouled that time. One of them will go to the line. Got to check to see which one that is. At the foul call on Dustin Welch, that'll be his fourth, or that'll be the team's fourth and his first. Tyler will inbound, and a three on the way short from the corner, and Tyler gets the rebound back. Here's Sagoon Obi. He'll take it down the lane. His layup rolls off the rim. What a great move by Obi, and I think he may have been fouled on that play. So Sagoon Obi will go to the line. And that'll be their fifth already, and that foul is on their number 3, Saquon Lewis. And Sagoon Obi, who had 6 points in the first half off the bench and really gave the Apaches a spark at the line. He's 0 for 2, make that 0 for 4 from the free throw line, though. But he can give Tyler a 21-point lead, which would be their largest, with 13:23 left to play in this basketball game. Second one on the way by Obi, and he missed them both. Not a very good free throw shooter, but he's been a contributor in other ways tonight. Not quite 7 minutes into the game. Calavros across the timeline. Finds Lewis on the wing. Back to Calavros. Calavros on the right side, and a three on the way, and that's a bucket by Cooper. Drew Cooper buries it, 58-41. They're going to try a little backcourt pressure here as the Apaches inbound. Bringing it across into a double team. They get the ball to Frazier. Frazier had it knocked away. Ball loose, and it's out of bounds, I think, off Bossier, but a pretty good effort that time as they almost had the steal. Last to touch was Norbert, as the Cavaliers are going to try to have to do something to kind of create some momentum for themselves here as they inbound the ball into the backcourt. And Awayu will run and fetch it and will bring it across the timeline. Awayu was bumped, but no foul call. Awayu will set up on the wing. Screen set by Obi. Takes it down the lane. Chris puts it up. No good. Tipped in by Tyler. Sagoon Obi off the glass, and a nice left-hand tip to give Tyler a 19-point lead. 12:30 left to go in the game, and Obi with the offensive work that time. Calavros, dribble drive. Welch. Out top they go this time to Lewis. Lewis. Shovel pass inside off an Apache intended for Calavros. The last to touch, Ryan Impuli, who is checked into the ball game with 12:20 left to go. Tyler 60, Bossier Parish 41, and this ball will be inbounded by the Cavaliers. And Adonis Calavros looking for somebody to pass it to, finds Lewis, who'll bring it back out between the rings. Spins left, puts the ball up off the glass, no good to draw a foul, and I think he did. Nice aggressive move that time. It worked for him. And that foul is on who? I don't think they've given us an indication of who the heck that foul was on, have they? Anyway, it's on TJC. It'll be their third, and at the free throw line was Lewis. Did we ever catch, as Lewis misses the free throw, did we ever catch who they called the foul on? Sagoon Obi. Okay, first on Obi, third on Tyler. Second free throw is good by Lewis after missing the first. The lead is 18 by Tyler. Largest has been 20. And into the front court, the Apaches. We're just about 8 minutes into the second half of a basketball game that Tyler has had a double-digit lead with for a good part of the first half and all of the second so far. As Impuli gets the ball to inside Awayu, just to the right of the lane, he buries a turnaround. From about 15 feet away, right of the key, puts it right down, and Tyler leads by 20 again, 62-42. Calabros, left baseline. Lamore, pretty good from three-ball land, and does it again. I think he's like 3 of 4 from out there, and it's a 17-point game. But at the other end, long pass, Scott with a layup. Sabree Scott gets a football touchdown pass almost from one of the Apaches who just threw it downfield over his shoulder, had an easy layup. Tyler up by 19 again inside Lewis. Misses in the lane. Sagoon Obi clears. He's had an impact in this game on both ends tonight. Ball in the backcourt. Impuli fighting for possession. Finally gets control of it and gets it across the timeline. Into the corner. Head fake. Impuli will kick it back out. Thought about a three. Frazier gets the pass in the lane and will back it out. TJC looking for a better shot. It's Awayu back into the corner for Frazier. With 4 on the shot clock. Bounce feeder over on the wing. They better hurry. And Impuli with 1 second left will put it up. Got it at the shot clock buzzer. How about that? Ryan Impuli buries a 3. Apaches by 22. 10:42 to go. Inside pass blocked by Obi. Maybe a foul coming up on Sagoon here. He was moving at that time. And I think this is going to be on Sagoon Obi as we prepare for a timeout. That will be on Obi. That'll be his second. But we've got a timeout with 10:39 left to play. Tyler 67. Bossier Parish 45. We're back in 1 minute on the team. Second half of a game that the Apaches now lead by 22 points, 67-45. Tyler's shooting percentages still hovering in the high 50s. They've hit 7 threes unofficially in the game. Have now out-rebounded Bossier Parish by 4. And the Apaches have forced 12 turnovers in this game, but at the free throw line following the foul on Obi. Bossier will be at the line, and dropping in that free throw is Jaden Norbert, his first points of the night. And with about half the half left to go, the Apaches trying to put away a third conference win. 2 free throws good by Norbert. And with 10:39 to go, 67-47 Apaches as they prepare to inbound the basketball. Geronimo Clark in the game. Inbounds it. And it'll be Aleem who'll bring it across the timeline, working hard that time, and gets it into the front court. Aleem kick it over on the left wing, and they finally get work to Sabree Scott with it. Scott will bring it back out. They'll hand the ball to Farid Aleem, make that Yamari Alette. Yamari Alette for the ball, number 0, Alette, running point for Tyler. Back to Impuli. Impuli to Alette. He's open. Why not? Yeah, rounding out halfway down and kicked back out, but rebounded by the Apaches. Obi got the offensive board. They'll get a fresh shot clock and get a chance to try it again with 10 minutes to go. Spin move at the baseline. Underneath for Tyler. They'll put the ball up off the glass. No, but Obi follows with another dunk. The Apaches have had a dunk fest here in the second half, and Obi flushes that one for his 10th point. Tyler up by 22 again. Norbert inside drives, not able to convert. Somebody, I think Obi, changed the shot. The Apaches with the lead in the ball. Into the corner. Backing it out. 3 on the way at the shot clock buzzer, and I don't know that he got it off. That was Impuli, and I don't think he got it off in time. They call traveling. I think he got it off in time, but they call traveling on him as he moved that pivot foot as he was setting up to take that long 3, trying to get it off in time to beat the buzzer, which he did. 9:30 left to go. Tyler by 22, 69-47. Ball up top. It'll be Montgomery's back in the ball game, playing with 3 fouls. Montgomery lobs to the high post. Inside move this time. A scoop shot up. No good that time by the Bossier Parish center. And a long pass to the other end. And here we go again. Layup for Tyler. Snowbird that time, and that's Sabri Scott. He's having a nice night. That's 9 for Sabri Scott. Tyler by 24, and they steal the ball. The Apaches have numbers. 3 on 2, but they're not able to convert. Ball stolen, and at the other end, long pass goes out of bounds as they try to get it to Darnell Morris. So after Tafila made that nice play, the Apaches get a break as they throw a long pass that's way too long for Darnell Morris to check in, to check up on. And with 8:49 to go, Tyler by 24 points, 71-47, as the Apaches try to coast their way to victory here. Sabri Scott keeps the pressure on. Screen set. He'll take it down the lane. That was almost too easy, but he missed the layup, and Obi not able to follow. They made some tough shots. That one was almost too easy. Lamori inside. Pass inside for a dunk as he gets it to a teammate, Desmond Atkins, with a big right-hander. 71-49, approaching 8 minutes left to go in the game. Ball out top to Yamari Elite, young man from Toronto. Dribbles left, hands the ball back to Geronimo Clark. Clark thinking about it, won't near the three-point line. Will kick it over on the wing with 9 on the shot clock. Back out top to Elite. Elite looking for a screen. Will finally put up a 20-footer, bottom of the net. How about Elite's second of the night? 8 points for Yamari Elite. Tyler by 25, 74-49. Under 8 minutes to go. Pass on the left side knocked away from number 23, Morris. Reach in by Tyler. Out of bounds, and we'll get a timeout. BP will control, but Tyler's in control of this game with 7:44 to go. They lead at 74-49. Back in 1 minute, 92.1 FM the team.
Flooring Liquidators has been serving Tyler for over 16 years, and we have a brand new location. Our new building has the largest showroom in East Texas, and with over 200 years of combined experience, our flooring specialists are here to assist you every step of the way. We keep the most in-stock inventory available for you to take home the same day. Flooring Liquidators is family owned and operated at 815 West Southwest Loop 323 in Tyler, or online at flgliquidators.com.
Coach with you here courtside, well, up on the concourse, I should say, at Wagstaff Gym. New digs this year. And Tyler has a 25-point, 74-49 lead, 7:44 to go in the second half. Region 14 men's basketball against Bossier Parish. Inbounded, Bossier with the ball, Tyler with a big lead. Montgomery, they've shut down in the second half, has the ball at the top, their leading scorer. To Lamori, back to Montgomery. Montgomery over on the wing. They got an open 3 on the way, and that's good by Morris. That'll be his first bucket of the night. The left open, Morris makes it a 22-point game with Tyler up by double deuces. And into the front court, Clark. Clark gets a screen as he moves it up the court. Yamari Elite with it for Tyler. Hit that 3 a moment ago. Elite screen set. Right side pass, Clark. Clark with it. Out of the free throw line, 2-hand pass to the top. Sabri Scott with it. Scott has it knocked away and stolen with 7 minutes to go. Scott had that one picked by the Bossier Parish Cavaliers. and a pass over on the wing to Lamourie. They get it to the baseline, and they got a wide open three for Dustin Welch. So left to his own devices, Welch hits a three, and Tyler's lead is 19 with 6:45 to go. Left side feed, the Apache Sabri Scott up and short on the pass on the shot, and Lamourie tried to get it but not able to control before he stepped out of bounds after getting his hand on that basketball. Tyler will control. 20 back up on the shot clock with 6:37 left to play in this game. TJC will be in Angelina on Saturday in Region 14 basketball. The Apaches inbound into the far corner to Clark. Geronimo in the lane, back over on the wing to Scott. Scott will spin. He'll put it up off the glass. That's off the front of the rim. So he's missed two in a row. And up the right side, here come the Bossier Parish Cavs, and there's a three by Montgomery. And Tyler's going to call a timeout because all of a sudden the Cavaliers have a little momentum generated, and there's enough time for them to cause some problems. 6:21 left to go. Tyler's lead cut to 74-58. Let's take a 30-second break on 92.1 FM The Team.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we...
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
Here's how it goes. You're born, you grow.
But all of a sudden, that 20-plus point lead has been whittled to 16 because the Cavaliers have hit 3 threes to make a dent into that. And so Apaches have to pay attention here. Nothing's done yet. And the three ball, of course, has certainly made it possible for teams to chew up leads. So the Apaches haven't finished the job yet, but they've had a pretty impressive night so far, all things considered. College semifinal coming up Friday night here on the team. It's Oregon against Indiana at the Peach Bowl. They'll continue to press here as the Apaches try to put this game away. Away back in the ball game. Away will bring it up. Chris, a good ball handler, and the sophomore guard will bring it across the timeline. Away looking left, dribbles that way. Screen set again by Frazier. Back to Xander, into the corner. This will be Caden Bell with the ball, I believe. Bell will bring it back out. Inside for Xander Frazier, back to Chris for three, and that's short. Oh, it's up and down, and he made it. That ball was in, out, and then found its way back in the hole, and the Apaches back out to a 19-point lead. They needed a bucket there. But to follow, and that's a good shot in the lane, a two by Darnell Morris has come to life in the second half. 17-point Apache lead. Under 6 minutes left to go. The Apaches will take a little time on this possession as they call a play. Set play playing against Bossier Parish. And hand the ball to Caden Bell. Bell will drive it inside, goes right around the defender and lays it home. Caden Bell went right around Drew Cooper that time. Back out to a 19-point game, approaching 5 minutes to go. On the wing, short, rebound by Tyler. First miss in a while for the Cavaliers, and Xander Frazier clears. And Xander will bring it across the timeline, one of Tyler's returning players from a year ago. TJC's Chris Aweo with the ball to Bell, back to Chris. Chris on the right side, jump pass to Bell, jump pass around the perimeter to Frazier. They find an open guy, and that is bottom of the net. And once again, it's Aleem. Nice night for Aleem. He's got 16, but a three on the way at the other end, and there is another one for Lamourie. He wasted no time. He's hit 3 of those in the second half. Tyler by 19, 4.5 minutes to go. Apache's on the verge of putting this game in the bank, but they still have some work to do. They've got the ball going left to right down the lane, trying to do just that. A miss, but a foul that time as Caden Bell was hit hard as he drove the lane. Foul coming against Bossier, and Bell has to be helped up that time after a foul on Morris, and that will be their 6th of the half. So at the free throw line will be TJC's Caden Bell, who has 11. His season average right at 12 a game, and the sophomore from Durham, North Carolina, the league's three-point shot leader by percentage at 56%, is at the free throw line. He's a solid 70% so far from the free throw line, and we've played enough games for a pretty good sample right now. Bell's free throw is good. So Caden at 12 in the game. Again, Tyler's top gun, 16 for Aleem, but you have some good games from guys like Bell. You're right at near 10 points for Awayo as the second free throw is on the way, and that is good as well. And so Caden Bell into double figures, 84-63, as we approach 4 minutes left to play in the game. Montgomery with it. Montgomery, Tyler playing a zone. He's being chased to the right side, throws it down low, and a layup is off the mark. Right at point-blank range that time. Desmond Atkins missed it, and Tyler clears. 4 minutes left to go. And the TJC Apaches up 19. Into the front court, Chris with the ball. Awayo to Xander Frazier. Back to Awayo. Chris on the right side dribbling in front of the Tyler bench. Now looks left, being chased by Bossier, and his alley-oop again results in Isaiah Josiah Hill's dunk. Boy, that's been the theme of the second half, especially early. Hill going way up and taking it way down. Long three on the way, no good. Rebound put back, though. Well done that time after the miss as Desmond Atkins got the rebound. TJC by 21, 86-65 with 3:20 left to go in the game. Tyler at Angelina coming up on Saturday. Will be a nice win for the Apaches tonight to get back to 500. They would have loved to have had that Coastal Bend game on Saturday. Here's a pass to Bell. Caden down the lane. They leave him wide open, and he completes the nice drive right down 5th Street to the rack, and TJC has an 88-65 lead. Their largest has been 24 tonight. It's 23 right now with under 3 minutes to go. Pass at 10 feet away. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Tyler. Long pass at the other end. And Elite will grab it, or Frida Leem, I should say, will grab it and will bring it back out. And the Apaches like to burn a little clock here. There's a timeout with 2:40 to go. The Apaches cement control of this game with 2:40 left. They lead 88-65 over Bossier Parish. Back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM the team.
Our business program is the foundations that you're going to need for a bachelor's program when you transfer.
Got my associates at TJC. I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in accounting, and I currently work in a public accounting firm in Tyler, Texas.
Human resources,
Accounting.
Marketing.
financial literacy.
We'll have some speakers and some networking opportunities for students.
It's going to give you a competitive advantage to be able to speak the language of business.
I feel like business is everywhere, whether that be in Tyler or anywhere around the world, and I felt like I wanted to be a part of that.
We have smaller class sizes.
The human aspect is always going to be there.
It was a great experience, great classes.
Business is just going to give you a really good foundation to understand how
30 left to go, 88-65. TJC with the lead over Bossier Parish. Again, Kilgore will be here next Wednesday night here on the team. Saturday, Kenny Smith will be along as the Apache ladies will host Paris. Tyler with the lead and the ball as they inbound. Xander Frazier with it. Check that. This is Yamari Elite. Elite is in the ball game. Elite working the point to Geronimo Clark to Sabree Scott. Scott on the left free throw line extended. Right-hand dribble. He, with 2 seconds now, will get it back out top and a long three and missed by Impuli as they ran out of time there. Rebounded by Bossier and into the front court. Calabros with it. He'll kick it back out top. And Calabros with the ball after a quick pass to Norbert. Calabros with it. We're down to 2:05 left to go in the game. Pretty much decided at this point with the Apaches looking for their third conference win. They're down to 8 on the shot clock. And Calabros with it, right side and a long three on the way and a miss off the backboard and down by Norbert, rebounded by the Apaches. $1:45 left to go in the game, and the Apaches with a 23-point lead. They're going to win tonight, their 8th game of the year, and more importantly, their 3rd in conference. Impuli in the near corner. Pass out top. This will be Yamari Elite with it. Elite working the point, screen set. Elite looking left. He'll get it back out to Geronimo Clark for 3. Clark buries one. So everybody getting into the act tonight. Geronimo Clark knocks it down. 91-65 Tyler. And that's an exclamation point on the night with $1:15 to go. In the corner, 3 on the way, and that's a make by Drew Cooper, his third of the half. We're at 1:08 to go. The Apaches on their way to an impressive victory tonight here in conference action at WAG, their first home game of 2026, and they made the most of it. Sabree Scott with a spin move in the lane and a miss. Wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Under a minute to go. Caleb Ross with it. Right side long 3 on the way, and that's a make. First time we've seen Cooper Childers tonight. But way too little too late for Bossier. Tyler by 20 with 45 seconds left to play. As the Apaches bring it up, and Elite will handle the basketball with 17 and 36, the differences in the two clocks. And Tyler working this one to a nice effort tonight on both ends of the floor. Clark again, he misses. Rebound with 25 seconds to go. Shot clock obviously off. This might well be the final shot of the game. Let's see what Bossier does with it. Caleb Ross with it with 17 seconds to go. Over to Childers. He'll try another 3 and miss. Ball tipped around, and finally with 11 seconds to go, it's picked up by Bossier, and the ball knocked out of bounds by the Apaches as Dren Talifi, get that pronunciation right here, will have it knocked away. And they will inbound with 8.9 to go. So the Apaches can feel good about this game tonight as they inbound the ball, and with 6 seconds left, they'll put up one last shot here in a moment if they can get it off. With 2 seconds, Caleb Ross will put it up at the buzzer and miss, and the Apaches very impressively tonight with a 91-71 win over Bossier Parish to even their conference record at 3-3. 91-71. Tyler prevails tonight at home here at WAG. And we've got the postgame show coming up on 92.1 FM The T.